Hello friends and welcome into the Cowboys Report as we take you through the latest news and rumors around the Dallas Cowboys, and we start with whether or not Dak and Zeke led the NFL in merchandise sales. And folks, we're giving this one 4 stars because yes, they did. The NFLPA released their top 50 players based on merchandise sales, and Dak was number 1, followed up by Ezekiel Elliott. And oh, by the way, Jason Witten and Dez Bryant, they were both in the top 15 as well. Don't let anyone tell you that America's team still can't sell. Now, for those of you wondering what the stars mean, maybe this is your first time watching the show, here's what we mean by the stars in our rumor-o-meter. 0 stars, hey, it's just like the Eagles Super Bowl rings. It's non-existent, do not believe it. Unfortunately, we might actually have to change this one, so if you have ideas, get in the comment section for us. 1 star means there's a small shred of truth. 2 stars means the people are talking and it's firmly in the rumor category. 3 stars means it's pretty likely, and 4 stars means that Dez caught it because, yes, Dez Bryant did catch it. All right, folks, I'm Tom Downey. Follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney for more Cowboys news and rumors. Today's show is brought to you by The Guild, a new concept in luxury hospitality based out of Austin, Texas. If you're going to Austin, or if you're coming here to Dallas, maybe for the NFL draft, you got to stay with The Guild. Visit stayguild.com and use promo code ChatSports for 15% off your stay. Get back now to some more news and rumors. Our next one, does Jason Witten actually talk trash? As it turns out, yes, he does. Jason Witten is one of the bigger trash talkers on the Dallas Cowboys team. This coming in from Byron Jones. Now, Byron says that Jason doesn't talk it in the same manner that Dez Bryant does, where it's a little bit more vocal and obvious. But Jones says that Witten does talk a little bit of trash, a little bit under the radar, and I think that comes as a surprise to me because it's Jason Witten. He's so unassuming. You would never think he'd be a big-time trash talker. The Senior Bowl just happened, and the Cowboys were there with some of their upper management, and they did meet with some players, including Will Hernandez. So the question is, do the Cowboys actually want Hernandez, or were they just doing some due diligence? We'll give this one 3 stars because it does seem pretty likely that the Cowboys do want Hernandez. The issue is they might not end up with him. Hernandez is one of the top offensive guards in this year's class. He had a very strong Senior Bowl showing, but he might not be a better round 1 target than a round 2 target in terms of NFL teams. The Cowboys don't want to spend a round 1 pick on him, but he'll likely go in the late 1st round, early 2nd. So the question becomes, are the Cowboys going to pull the trigger on him at 19, which seems a bit unlikely, or would they try and wait till round 2 when he probably doesn't last that long? So again, 3 stars on that one. We'll keep it rolling with some more news and rumors around the draft side. How about Marcus Davenport, the UTSA edge rusher? Could he be going to the Cowboys? We'll give this one 2 stars because per Bobby Belt, the Cowboys did meet with Davenport, but I don't think he actually makes a lot of sense for the Cowboys in round 1, which is where Davenport will end up going. He's very raw, although he does have quite a bit of athletic upside and could be a really, really good pass rusher in the NFL. But he's not a first-round option if DeMarcus Lawrence stays. The Cowboys are not going to spend back-to-back first-round picks on edge rushers if they keep DeMarcus Lawrence. That's just not a good use of their draft capital. Some more draft tidbits here for you. How about James Washington, the Oklahoma State wide receiver? Do the Cowboys like him? This one also seems pretty likely coming in from the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, as Dallas also met with Washington at the Senior Bowl. 3 stars on this one. He met with the Cowboys. He was incredibly productive at Oklahoma State. Oh, by the way, he also said that the Cowboys are his favorite NFL team. He could be a great fit for Dallas in round 2 if he lasts that long to the 50th overall pick. So 3 stars on that one. And we're not done with more rumors around the NFL draft. How about DaeSean Hamilton, the Penn State wide receiver? Could he be an option? This one is only 2 stars. People are talking because the Cowboys did meet with Hamilton at the Senior Bowl. However, he strikes me as more of a day 3 option, and I fully expect the Cowboys to have already drafted a wide receiver by that time. Maybe a guy like James Washington, a guy like Michael Gallup, someone along those lines. So Hamilton could be an option, but I don't know if it's all that likely. Hence, it just get 2 stars for this rumor. Keep it rolling with some more NFL rumors around the Dallas Cowboys. Are they a playoff team in 2018? Now, I know the fans would give this one 4 stars, but per the Las Vegas Sportsbook, they're not feeling quite as optimistic. Just 2 stars on this one because based on the odds, it's firmly in that maybe, maybe not category. They're tied for the 8th best odds in the NFL to win the Super Bowl at 20-1, but it's just tied for 6th among NFC teams, which put the Cowboys back in the same spot that they were in this year, right on the cusp and maybe not finding their way in. Now, I like to think the Cowboys will make the playoffs, but Vegas isn't feeling quite as optimistic. Speaking of the Cowboys next year, how about Dez Bryant? Would the Cowboys be quote-unquote stupid to cut Dez Bryant? This one coming in from Michael Irvin, and I think Irvin makes some good points here. Irvin said recently that he thinks it would be stupid for the Cowboys to cut Dez Bryant because how are they going to replace him? Number one wide receivers don't just grow on trees, and Irving's right. I do think it's pretty likely that the Cowboys were to cut Dez Bryant, they would regret it. The only reason this is not 4 stars, folks, is because there is a scenario where maybe the Cowboys find a way to get a really good receiver. Maybe it's an Allen Robinson. But number one receivers don't go on trees. I don't think if the Cowboys cut Dez Bryant that next year they would be better off at wide receiver without him. How about a former Cowboys player for our next rumor, Greg Hardy? Is he playing pro football again? We're giving this one 4 stars because, yes, he is, folks, but maybe not for the pro football you're thinking of. He is going to go join an indoor football league, join the Richmond Rough Riders. Already some negative press on that one because, well, Greg Hardy has his fair share of off-the-field issues, but he is playing football again, signing with that indoor football league team, and he's going to continue to dabble in MMA fighting because, well, Greg Hardy knows how to beat people up. So 4 stars on that one there. 3 more rumors for you. The next one, a player we get plenty of comments on here on the Cowboys Report, is Randy Gregory going to return? Well, we're giving this one just 1 star because it could end up happening, but it does not seem likely by any means. Mike Fisher reported earlier this week that Gregory is focusing on getting his life back on track and focusing on that side of things, not on the football side of things. And frankly, that's the right move for Randy Gregory. At this point in his life, Gregory should not have his focus be on football. It should be on getting his own life in order. The Cowboys, meanwhile, continue to operate like Gregory won't be back. That's also the smart move on their end. So don't anticipate Gregory coming back anytime soon, folks. How about a player that the Cowboys fans would love to get? Earl Thomas, a very popular player that we've seen in the comment section on the Cowboys Report. Could he be coming to Dallas? And we're giving this one just 1 star as well, as I continue to be the bearer of bad news for you Cowboys fans out there. Thomas has threatened to hold out for a new contract. Also said he wants to retire a Seahawk. I get the vibe. This is just leverage. The Cowboys are leverage for Earl Thomas. Now, maybe late in his career, after this next big contract, Thomas becomes an option for the Dallas Cowboys. And I would love to get Earl Thomas. But I think Seattle knows they should not let a top 5 safety just walk away. And I don't think the Cowboys are going to make a trade for Earl Thomas. So do not get your expectations up high. You can feel free to monitor and dream and go out and get him in Madden. But don't expect Earl Thomas to be playing for the Cowboys next year. But how about a different defensive back? What about Aqib Talib? Well, once again, folks, just 1 star on this one. Talib had already been mentioned and connected to the Dallas Cowboys. Denver's trying to trade Aqib Talib, but here's the thing. Who is going to take on an $11 million salary for Talib? And that's going to be his cap hit as well. As an older corner who can still play very well, but has some off-the-field stuff, it doesn't make sense for Dallas. Dallas is committed to these young corners, Chidobe Awuzie, Jordan Lewis. They are not going to go out and spend $11 million on Aqib Talib. And they're definitely not going to trade for him. And I would be very surprised, that's why it's only 1 star, if the Cowboys went out and signed Talib as well. I just don't think the Cowboys are going to invest that type of money in a cornerback when they've invested a lot of money in terms of the younger players.